Hi, this is Annette Du Bois, CHAMPS Academy founder. If your child is struggling with emotions, things like anger, upset, disappointment, then you're not alone. What I want to share with you is a 5-step process to help them through the emotion and to stop it getting worse. Now, things like challenges, situations, friendships, homework mountain, school pressures, all sorts of different things lead to the build-up of feelings, emotions, which can lead to what I class as an emotional explosion. That's where your child or teenager doesn't know how to communicate how they're feeling, feels stuck in the situation, the problem or the challenge, and the only way is the emotion to come overflowing. Now, of course, that's not an excuse for any child or indeed any of us to act, behave or say anything we like, but it's an explanation as to what can sometimes happen when the emotions get too much and we feel overwhelmed, certainly for your child or teenager. So I'm going to switch screens now. I'm going to take you through a 5-step process for the timeout rule to help with emotional control.
Like a storm, anger and emotions can easily appear and rage uncontrollably for a while before it fizzles out and there's that awkwardness of you or them not knowing what to say or what to do. So here's a practical strategy to help them remember and use at home, at school or anywhere they need it when the emotions and anger start to build. It's similar to the timeout rule, which is really all about taking a break, stepping back from the situation to assess it and respond rather than react or overreact. Kids and teens need something practical to help them learn and remember. So here's the Take 5 out, using their hand to remember the 5 steps. First of all, we've got the thumb. The thumb equals stop, and this is their chance to control it immediately. It's like getting our own attention, making sure that we're not going further than we need to that ends up causing bigger problems. There's a step before the step, so recognising at the stop point, it helps the steps to not escalate into something worse. Then we've got the index finger, which is explain, and using the magic word because allows us to clearly and calmly describe things and explain the situation. Here's an example. If your child or teenager came back from school and said, I'm feeling really grumpy or sad or upset, then your mind would be searching for all things like who they'd been speaking to, what had happened, what disaster may have unfolded during the day. Your mind then tries to fill in the blanks. Whereas if your child or teenager came back and said, I'm feeling grumpy or sad or whatever it was, because it gave them the chance to be able to explain things clearly to you and you fully understand in order maybe to help them. So using the word because then clearly explains and describes the situation as it really is. The middle finger is listen. This gives us a chance to hear and hear the whole situation. Often when we're caught up in emotion, it's easy for the information to get distorted. We think we hear the right story or the right words or the right communication, but do we really? So being able to fully listen to the situation allows us to hear both sides. Then we've got ask. Ask bigger, better questions to ourselves and others. After we've listened, we've got the real situation. It allows us to creatively think outside the situation, asking questions rather than being stuck in it. And lastly, the little finger is solve. This provides us with the options and choices to find solutions in a kind and calm way. Now, with a calm body and relaxed mind, the most appropriate action can be decided if it's needed, or to move on without the residue of emotions hanging heavy over your child or the situation. This is an empowering process for young people to build the essential emotional resilience.